The people responsible for Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse and Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, the producers, Phil Lord and Chris Miller, were originally hired to pen a script for The Flash. Ultimately, they were eventually fired and replaced by Andy Muschietti and his team, but now the directors/producers open up on their version of the film, and how quite different it was compared to what we have now. So just by looking at it and looking at my notes, there's been about 12 different writers for The Flash ever since the film was announced, and that's the ones that the info on them made it out there. There was different directors. There were supposed to be all sorts of different versions. It's all out there. We're probably going to slowly get more details on it, but once again, the version that most people are interested in is the one by Phil Lord and Chris Miller, since they're the ones that left most recently, I think is the best way to put it, right before Muschietti and his team was brought on board. And they reveal that their film did feature time travel, but the film was not a multiverse story. Instead, it was its own unique and different thing than what we have in the final version of the film. And they said that there's definitely some similarities and scenes that they put in there that are in the final cut of the film, but they lead to different outcomes, different character moments, and ultimately they lead to the multiverse story, which they never had in theirs. Now, there's very little info on what their version of the film would have been. What we do know is that Phil Lord and Christopher Miller were in fact working hand in hand with Zack Snyder when he was still on board, and Zack Snyder was at the time still overseeing 2017's Wonder Woman, because they were on for multiple treatments and kept being brought back, and they sat down and worked out some sort of time travel story that would have deeply connected to the bigger Snyderverse and what he was planning. But obviously we don't have any more knowledge on it or anything like that, so it'll be interesting to see what exactly happens next and if they reveal any more info, because typically we get it after the film's release and closer to the Blu-ray DVD release, so we'll keep you updated, but I would definitely love to know what they were planning.